today I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this chunky twist out look. I posted 2 pictures on Instagram. One was like just a regular selfie picture, and the next one was a collage, which I'll probably enter here somewhere, but it was like a collage with like 4 steps of how I achieve, just overall basic steps of how I get to my chunky twist out. And a lot of you guys liked it. A lot of you asked me for more details, products, just in-depth steps of how I get this look. So we are here today, and if you guys want to know how I achieve it, keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting off on freshly washed hair, and the first product I'm going to be going in with is the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. But before I put any product on my hair, I'm going to use some water first and spray my hair down, just because I like to style my hair damp, not soaking wet, not dripping wet, but just enough. And I use warm water when I'm doing this, just because I feel like it helps the product to absorb in my hair a lot better. If you have low porosity hair like me, I recommend you do too. And as you can see, I use a good bit of the leave-in, just because I rely heavily on the leave-in for my moisture. As we go along in the video, you'll see that I put less of the other product in comparison to the leave-in. This is where I get a lot of my moisture from. So I'm basically just going to keep going through my hair section by section, applying this leave-in. And you'll notice that I apply my products one by one. I know some people apply products, like all the products to one section at a time, but I like to do one product on my whole entire head, then go back and do the second one. It's just how I like to apply my products, honestly. I don't like to put my hand in multiple products at once, so that's one reason. And I just feel like, I don't know, it just keeps my whole entire head on the same track. So yeah. And I honestly just feel like it's a bit more effective for me because I'm going around the hair twice. So say the first time around, I don't know, like I missed some tangles or knots, or I don't know, I just didn't get the moisture in as good as I could have. At least I'm going around a second time with the second product and really working through anything that I might have missed the first time around. So as you can see, I'm just going to keep repeating that same process throughout my entire head, spraying my hair with water to make sure it's damp, and raking the leave-in conditioner through, getting out as much detangles and knots that I can on this first go. And now I have half my hair done, half not, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the second half of my hair and come back with the second product. Now for my second product, I'm going in with the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie, and I love this stuff, y'all. Like, this is a staple go-to, have to have it at all times in my possession. Like, that's it for me. And as you can see, I'm not going in with nearly as much as this product as I did the leave-in. Like I said, I rely more on the leave-in for my moisture and just a little bit of the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. And now I'm literally just doing the same exact thing that I did with the leave-in conditioner, going section by section and raking the product through my hair, getting out any leftover tangles and knots as much as I can, and making sure that that moisture is really getting into my strands. Okay, so now we are all good on moisture, so it is time to seal and twist. And I already know when you guys see my sealant, you're going to be like, what is that? And here it is, what is that? So basically, this is a concoction that I made with sulfur 8, Zugro, peppermint oil, and castor oil. I've seen this like concoction a couple places, and I decided I wanted to give it a try. Throwback to hair grease if you know you used that as a kid, or if you still use it now. But you guys don't feel, like that you have to use this as a sealant. You can use whatever you want. This is just what I decided to use, and I feel like it's been working for me. I'm kind of still testing it out, but so far, so good. So I'm going to just be applying that through my hair, making sure I especially get it onto my ends, because you already know we got to take care of them. And as I come down to the end of the twist, I like to just give the twist a little twirl, which is pretty much how you ensure that when you take your twist out, you have a nice curl pattern at the end. So don't twist all the way down to the end of your twist. Stop like a little bit before and just spiral it, so that way when you take it out, it'll have a nice curl at the bottom. So I'm going to show you guys a few times just me applying the grease and two-strand twisting my hair, in case there's anybody who's watching that isn't too familiar with two-strand twisting, Hopefully watching it a few times over might help, but I'm just gonna let you guys watch, and I'll be back when I'm done twisting. Okay, so twists are all done and we are ready to go. And I believe I did about 12 twists, if I'm not mistaken, on my entire head. And so now I am tying my hair up to go to sleep. My hair is still wet, and that's fine because I'm going to let it dry like overnight and for a while. But if you want to let your hair air dry a bit before you tie it down, feel free. This is just how I'm going to do it. And I will be back in the morning when they are all dry and ready to take down. So it is the next morning and my twists are all dry and ready to be taken out. And to take my twist down, I'm going to be using a little bit of the Myel Mint Almond Oil, and emphasis on a little bit because I already put the hair grease in my hair, which has oil in it, and I don't want to put too much oil in my hair, so I'm only going to use a little bit of this stuff. And once my twists are all unraveled, it's time for me to separate. And I'm not too picky about how I separate it. If it was a normal twist out, I would probably be a bit more careful. But being that it's a chunky twist out and I kind of aim for volume over definition, I'm just going to just separate it. Not too picky, not too neat. Now I'm just going to use the Y2 comb and comb through my hair pretty much, but not all the way through, like stopping right before the ends, just because I don't want to lose that curl pattern at the end of my hair. And I would just say, use your best judgment when doing this on how you want your hair to look. Like I said, I prefer volume over definition when I'm doing my chunky twist out, so I'm not being careful about how I'm combing it out or how much I'm doing it, but just do it to your desired look. And the last step in this process for me is just to fluff my hair out with my hands. As you can see, I put a little bit more oil on my hands just because I don't ever want to touch my hair with just, bare hands. So I put a little bit more oil on it, and I'm just going in and fluffing it out, fluffing everything into place, into shape, and just finishing it off. So this is the final look. If you guys like this video, like, and subscribe so you can tune in for the next one. And if you don't have me on Instagram already, make sure you follow me on there, and I will see you guys in the next one.